Nobody 2 is a fun follow up that dives into the tricky mix of everyday family life and crazy violence, despite stumbling a bit in the final act. The story revolves around Hutch Mansell, who takes his family on a nostalgic trip to a theme park from his childhood, only to find it's being ruled by some local corruption. When some thugs start messing with his family, especially after one of them hurts his daughter, Hutch's hidden skills come back to life as he goes after them one by one. At its heart, the film looks at themes of protection, moral choices, and how far a parent will go to keep their family safe, all while dealing with the small town corruption that feels both personal and threatening. Bob Odenkirk shines again as the everyday dad turned tough guy, balancing vulnerability with deadly skills that made the first movie so compelling. The scene where a thug hits his daughter is the emotional turning point, flipping Hutch from patient dad to fierce protector with just one look that his wife totally understands. Unlike your usual action heroes, Hutch gets beaten up, bruised, and really struggles during fights, which makes his wins feel earned. His interactions with his family during the chaos reveal a mix of guilt and determination, especially in those quieter moments where he's wrestling with showing them his violent side. The supporting cast, including Colin Hanks as the corrupt sheriff and Christopher Lloyd as Hutch's dad, does a great job that keeps the chaos relatable. On the technical side, Nobody 2 keeps up the sharp direction and crazy action scenes that the first one had. The fight choreography is inventive and visceral, while the soundtrack fits perfectly without becoming a distraction. The visual style sticks to that gritty, grounded look that separates it from the glossier action franchises. While the film nails its premise for most of the ride, it trips up when Sharon Stone's character shakes up the carefully established tone. Her over-the-top performance feels out of sync with the realistic vibe of the rest of the film, making it feel more like an old-school campy thriller than a gritty action sequel. Unlike successful films like John Wick or The First Nobody, where the villains fit the overall tone, Stone's character seems like she came from a different movie altogether. This inconsistency weakens what should be the big showdown and makes the film feel like it's struggling to fill its runtime instead of wrapping up nicely. The movie shines when it tackles the moral dilemmas of vigilante justice in a corrupt world, where Hutch's violent ways become the only real response to a broken system. The local bad guys feel like a natural fit for the small town setting and provide genuine challenges for Hutch, making his actions seem necessary instead of over the top. The choice to throw in a larger conspiracy with Stone's character feels off and takes away from the more personal story of a dad trying to protect his family while dealing with his dark side. The film's best moments come from focusing on family dynamics under pressure, showing how a crisis can reveal both the bonds people share and the lengths they'll go to keep what matters intact. All in all, Nobody 2 is an entertaining sequel that understands what made the original work, even if it doesn't quite hit the same high notes. The action is exciting, the stunts are creative, and Odenkirk's performance is strong throughout. If you liked the first film's mix of family vibes and brutal action, you'll find a lot to like here, even with the hiccup in the third act. While it doesn't quite reach the heights of the first movie, Nobody 2 is a solid action sequel that respects its source material. The basic idea of a regular guy with amazing skills protecting his loved ones is still just as gripping, and the film offers enough thrills to stand on its own beyond just being part of a franchise. That's my opinion on Nobody 2. Do you agree with my thoughts? What are your thoughts on the film? Let me know in the comments. Please drop a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.
Save me if my walls came down. That is underwater, you would let me drown. Watching as I suffocate. Darling, pull the trigger, honey, steal my crown. Choke me till I black out, put your hands around. Cut out my heart, I'm guilty.